YouTube will let you exclude shorts from search results. Boston Dynamics unveiled a production-ready version of its Atlas robot. And Longbow Motors showed off its Speedster EV with in-wheel motors. It's Friday, January 9th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. YouTube introduced some new filters to its advanced search tools this week. Possibly the most exciting change is that shorts are now listed as a content type, so the 3-minute or less videos can be excluded as results in your searches. Now, this is a welcome update for any of us who have, been on the hunt for a long-form explainer only to wade through dozens of 10-second clips before finding anything close to what we want, especially with the addition of even more AI slop last year thanks to the Google VO3 engine. An option to exclude shorts may look even more appealing. The other updates include a pair of renamed features within advanced search. The sort by menu will now be called prioritize. Likewise, the view count option has been renamed to popularity. This will allow YouTube's algorithms to account for other metrics, such as watch time, to gauge how much other users are engaging with a particular video. A pair of former filter options have also been removed. There will no longer be choices to search for upload date last hour and sort by rating. After years of testing its humanoid robot and forcing it to dance, Boston Dynamics' Atlas is entering production. The robotics company said at CES this week that the final product version of the robot is being built now. And the first companies that will receive deployments are Hyundai, which is Boston Dynamics' majority shareholder, and Google DeepMind, the firm's newly minted AI partner. Now, this final enterprise version of Atlas can perform a wide array of industrial tasks, according to Boston Dynamics, and is specifically designed with consistency and reliability in mind. Atlas can work autonomously via a teleoperator or with a tablet steering interface, and the robot is both strong and durable. Boston Dynamics says Atlas has a reach of up to 7.5 feet, the ability to lift 110 pounds, and can operate at temperatures ranging from -4 upwards to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Boston Dynamics CEO Robert Plater said that this is the best robot we have ever built. Atlas is going to revolutionize the way industry works, and it marks the first step toward a long-term goal we have dreamed about since we were kids. Boston Dynamics has been publicly demoing its work on humanoid robots since at least 2011, when it first debuted Atlas as a DARPA project. Since then, the robot has gone through multiple prototypes and revisions, most notably switching from a hydraulic design to an all-electric design back in 2024. Now, later that year, the company demonstrated the robot's ability to manipulate car parts, which appears to be one of the first ways that Atlas will be put to work. Hyundai plans to use Atlas in its car plants starting in 2028, focused on tasks like parts sequencing. In 2030, the car maker hopes to have the robot's responsibilities extend to component assembly, and over time, Atlas will also take on tasks involving repetitive motions, heavy loads, and other complex operations. Google DeepMind, meanwhile, is receiving Atlas robots so it can work on integrating its Gemini Robotics AI foundation models into Boston Dynamics' system. UK-based EV startup Longbow Motors showed off one of its high-performance electric machines at CES this week. The electric vehicle is built using advanced in-wheel motors from Donut Labs. Now, those motors and a bespoke design enable an astonishing curb weight of just 2,200 pounds. Now, for comparison's sake, that's about 100 pounds less than a Mazda Miata, the current king of lightweight roadsters. Longbow brought just the Speedster to CES, displaying it on the show floor at the Donut Lab booth. Donut is a spin-off of Verge Motorcycles, which was the debut platform for the company's hubless electric motor, creating a unique Tron-style aesthetic. Now, the Longbow machines don't just lack a transmission, they lack a traditional drivetrain layout at all. The direct drive Donut Lab motors are situated right inside the wheel, freeing up space inside the vehicle's chassis and helping it to maintain its pert dimensions. Now, to keep the rest of the Longbow's weight centralized, the car uses a battery pack that runs largely along the center of the machine, stacked vertically rather than spread throughout the floor. Now, this keeps the mass centralized in the vehicle while also enabling the kind of ultra-low seating that you want in a machine like this. It looks like it's going to be a fun package to drive, and while exact power output from those Donut Lab motors has not yet been confirmed, the Speedster is said to sprint 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds. Now, that is supercar-like performance. But unfortunately, that performance will not come cheap. The Speedster starts around $100,000. The Roadster is a fair bit more attainable at about $75,000. However, given the wonderfully chaotic state of international tariffs right now, expect the actual pricing here to be somewhat higher when they go into production later this year. Reservations are open now on the company's website, though. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Anna Washenko, Ian Carlos Campbell, and Tim Stevens, and it was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back on Tuesday with more tech news from Engadget.